He married her out of pity, thinking she was just a poor, simple girl from the countryside. On their wedding day, he sneered, "Don't expect anything from me. Our marriage is just a contract. After 1 year, we'll get a divorce, and I'll give you enough money to live on." She simply nodded, her eyes calm and unreadable. For a year, he ignored her, treating her like she was invisible in his own home. He spent his nights at lavish parties, surrounded by glamorous women, while she stayed home, quietly tending to her small garden. He never once asked about her life, her family, or her dreams. To him, she was just a temporary, inconvenient part of his life. The day their contract ended, he threw the divorce papers on the table. "Sign this," he said coldly. "Here's a check for $5 million. It's more than you've ever seen. Take it and disappear from my life." She didn't even look at the check. She just signed the papers, packed a small bag, and left without a word. He felt a sense of relief, finally free from the burden of his charity case wife. He immediately called his friends to celebrate his newfound freedom, bragging about how he'd finally gotten rid of the country bumpkin. A few weeks later, he was at a high-profile business gala, trying to network with the world's most powerful people. The guest of honor was the mysterious new CEO of a multi-billion-dollar tech empire, a woman who had taken the industry by storm. As the host introduced her, a familiar figure walked onto the stage. His jaw dropped. It was his ex-wife, looking poised and confident in a designer gown. The host announced, "Please welcome the youngest woman to ever make the Forbes billionaire list. He couldn't hear the rest. His world started spinning. The check for $5 million he'd so arrogantly given her was probably less than she spent on her shoes. He tried to approach her after her speech, his voice trembling. I didn't know," he stammered. She just gave him a cool, distant smile. "You never asked," she replied, before turning to shake hands with a group of investors who were eagerly waiting for her. He stood there, frozen in the crowd, watching the woman he had discarded command the respect of the entire room. He had divorced her for being poor, only to find out he was the one who was truly bankrupt, not in wealth, but in judgment. He had thrown away a diamond, thinking it was a worthless stone. He sent her countless messages, begging for a second chance, but she never replied. One day, he received a small package. Inside was the $5 million check he had given her, torn neatly in half. He finally understood. She didn't need his money or his pity. She had been building her own empire all along, right under his nose. He had been living with a queen, but his own arrogance had made him too blind to see her crown. If you believe that a person's true worth is never defined by their circumstances, please like this video and share it with someone who needs a reminder of their own hidden power. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that will inspire you. Thanks for watching.